Hello and welcome, Rahul. You're watching me on my Facebook page on my YouTube channel, my talk. So if you're watching me consistently, welcome back to my channel. I always come up with new ideas and try to inform you of latest development, whatever is happening in the real world. Because I strongly feel that if you keep yourself motivated and updated, you can pull off anything in your life and you will make a fortune. Because it is important and essential that we keep honing our skills, keep working in our craft, it makes us better. And that is what will bring opportunity in front of you. And that is what, in the end, will prevail. Because until unless you don't become one of best in your fraternity, in your community, how can you clinch the opportunity? Because there is a mad scramble everywhere. You won't even imagine where we have been reached, you know, in this modern age, especially India, where population is huge. And if you think of a little bit of job criteria, crores of people are able to apply for leading positions. If you think of Group D, more than 1 crore people have applied in railway examination. So you could understand how the grave situation is there, and prevailing all around. But you won't have to be skeptic. Better you focus on your skills, better you focus on yourself. Because everywhere, if you'll grow, if you'll work on your own self, if you'll invest here above shoulder, did you understand, you will have ample of opportunities. You can create everything on your own. And that is why investing above shoulder is much more important, much more important. If you have invested all your life in acquiring certain academics, and certain degrees, yeah, it will enable you to sit in certain exams. Do you understand? But nowadays, in modern era, if you have skills, if you have knowledge, do you understand, you can pull off anything. You can make your fortune, you can work for anything, and you can construct and sell. Because in the end, you have to fit into some kind of marketing activities. You have to sell certain products or you will sell services in the end of the day. Because whatever job you got into, either you will give services, you will sell services, or you will sell product. Yeah, certainly you are selling your own time in a job. That is true. Many people, we are also selling our own time. But once you will work here above shoulder, you can have ample opportunity. And that is why you should always focus on developing your soft skills, which is really important. Hard skills are important, but along with that, soft skills are really important. Not only that, if you can learn the way how to find and clinch certain opportunity online arena, if you will be a freelancer, you will understand how much money people are making online, having certain expertise of a particular domain. You won't even imagine that kind of product has certain market. And when I realize that even in gaming industry, people are making crores of rupees, such kind of development of little games, that is, won't even imagine what kind of market is there. I didn't imagine that such a kind of huge demand will be there for that kind of product. Nowadays, artificial intelligence is prevailing, and AI agents. The world is moving towards AI agents. Many softwares are coming. They are deploying platforms where you can make AI agents easily. A little bit of coding ninja technique you have, you can develop AI agents easily, and you can solve lots of creative problems. You can automate your emails, you can automate your data interpretation, you can automate such kind of things online which you need in practical business applications, and that will solve the problem. You'll be able to sell the AI agents, if you're able to make it. Just makes little bit of AI agents, just make template of that, and they are selling that online. Little bit of intelligence, little bit of applications of mind, they are preparing themselves. I have a little bit shortage of time, whatever you say, scarcity of time, because we are in a respectable job. I can say that I'm in I'm in a government job, so I'm in dilemma where I should leave this job or not, But I'm also trying my best to excel in something, finding an avenue where such kind of sustainability will be there, and also that can make my future better. That is why I'm working on myself, investing on my skills, investing on my abilities, how to grow, and that is why I also guide you in order to be better. So I have experience of more than 12 years in banking industry, and that is a profound experience. That is why I'm here, and this is a respectable job, and I'm solving the problems of people. I'm solving them. I'm just serving them. That is why I feel that it is also a great opportunity. If you are solving the finance problem of people, nothing could be deeper than that. Yeah, only one profession is there, doctor and medicals. Beyond that, financial need is the most important need. That is why I work there. I feel that if you are solving the problems of people, financial problems, you are doing a great role, and that is why my motive is there to serve at least some years there, so that I can find better opportunity. Next thing I want to tell you, that in Pahalgam, in few days before, certain terrorist activities happen, and that is really very shameful, and it is very abominable act that should never happen in our country. Our country should work on to improve our inner intelligence, our inner strength, that guides boundaries, that guides borders, that also functions in a better way. So our security should be enhanced. I know exactly that whatever is happening is really condemnable. It should be condemned, because whoever is trying to do such kind of abominable activities, their intentions are bad. They want to harm our country. We have to be more intelligent. We have to be someone who can apply incisive mind and can recognize what they want to create. They want to create chaos in our country. They want to turn our country between wars. They attacked our economic strength. Now, previously in some days we have seen how our stock market got roller coaster. That is what we witnessed, and now they are fueling this kind of activity so that our country could be torn apart. I know exactly that we have to attack them. It is essential, but strategically, how we can take our revenge. Diplomatically, we have to move, and then we have to apply our intelligence, our not only intelligence system but our military, and then we should seek who are these people. First of all, understand who are these people, are responsible for the root cause of that. Whatever groups are involved, we should try to pick up them, and then we should try to infiltrate whatever region they reside in, whether in our soil, on our soil, or on other foreign country soil, in Pakistan soil, wherever they are operating. We should try to uproot them. We should try to dissipate them away. Infiltration is nothing. We have to take action. And one of the most important things that the India has done in previous days, that they have called all the international ambassadors who are working in India. Diplomatically, they moved really quickly, very well. Now we have informed them. Now we have to strike them with such kind of precision that they have to understand. We should not stay silent. We should not stay idle. We have to work on our intelligence. We have to work on military. Every work is important, because unless you don't take events, don't avenge such kind of abominable act, it won't give a message to all the international countries. We cannot sit. We cannot sit idle. This is the important time that we have to invade, and we have to take action. But strategically, we have to uproot the cause of the problem, not we have to involve ourselves in big wars that can really target and can backfire. That is what we have to understand. It is okay, we have to learn, but we cannot let them go as it is. They have to understand that whatever actions they have done, it has to be paid accordingly. Next thing I want to tell you that what has been the cause that our country is not developing as per China or as per USA, whatever developed country are there in the world. What have been the cause? That is what we have to reflect on. We have to work diligently on these kind of identifying what have been the points that are clung and that are making us very, very destitute of certain standards that we should have. Why we are not developing as fast as China? We may be developing our economy, but when we see the growth of China or growth of USA, we feel that we have not been at war with the China. The development should be in infrastructure. The development should be perceived demographically. If per capita income would be increased, people's purchase power parity will be increased, then only we can perceive that our country is growing. Otherwise, simply bringing digitization is not going to amplify our capabilities. If we don't have purchasing power, what we will do of the systems of digital arena? If we have purchasing power, then only we can find some useful stuff, then we can elevate our living standard. Otherwise, if we don't have purchasing power, then what are the cause we have to identify? We have to work on the root cause. Do you understand? If there is no opportunity, we have to create opportunity, job opportunities. We have to create such kind of industries all over the country. We have to recognize what are the favorable resources available. If there is no resource, what we can do to make it available in all the demographic region, the regional structure we have to identify, and we have to plant industries. We have to make our people skilled. We have to develop our standard, because we have human resources and the most youthful resource we have. And if we cannot use in these 10 years, where will they go? When we will have old population, we cannot have such kind of workforce that we will desire in future. This is the time we have a strong youth workforce, and we should utilize it. And if we cannot identify the opportunities, then we are sitting idle. Nothing is happening in the country. This is the time that you have to realize we have to work diligently. We have to work on war footing. Everybody we have to understand. Everybody has to understand exactly that it is the time that we have to deploy our human resources. We have to make them skilled. What China is doing? Have you seen their women's? Every citizen is skilled in certain tasks. They're deploying their citizens in such kind of micro industries, where the quality of product is really good, which has demand all over the world, So such kind of products, why can't we create? Why can't we sell, export it across globe? We have to identify the opportunity. We cannot sit idle. But what happens? Every leader in our country is involved in such kind of, election system that they are only afraid of their own chair, nothing else. They are not thinking of our country altogether. Because the previous 10 years that have been passed, it was the time to develop digital applications, applications, mobile applications that should be of our own, Play stores, operating systems like Android, online big artificial intelligence companies we should have, because we are going back. If we are not fighting on technological is, then we will be far behind. We won't be able to stand in global standard. That is what we have to identify. The previous 10 years was very important. It was the time for digital revolution, not digital acceptance. Digital revolution in India, and we have to create it, otherwise we will go very far. We should have our own search engines, we should have our own Play Store, we should have our own operating systems, we should have our own mobile manufacturing companies. And not only that, if we will have our own technology, then only we can secure our military communication as well. If you don't have your own technologies, how you can develop advanced technological system warfares? Because if you want to deploy your human resources, now the war will not be won on human strength. That is what we have to understand. Producing 2 billions or 2 trillions of humans it is not going to help you. But producing technologies, billions of softwares, as well as warfare is going on drones, so making millions of drones will also be helpful. But we have to have our own technologies. That is what we cannot depend on others, especially in technological field. That is what we have to understand. I don't understand what have been the failure of intelligence, or how they infiltrated in our region, in our soil. If military equipments are working, thermal imaging is working, why didn't they recognize the heat signature of the people infiltrating in our country, trespassing the boundaries, trespassing the borders? Why can't they identify that? That means our system are not robust. They are not amplifying the intelligence equipments. There is certain drawbacks in our military system. That is what we have to understand. They are not able to even trace only one state where we have threat, Jammu and Kashmir. They are not able to deploy the right equipments, tracing technologies. So what the ISRO is doing, what are they doing? They don't have their own satellite imaging system, robot system, because China has deployed. They are working on very, very aptly, on very subtle systems that can empower them. But we don't have. We are only importing little bit of old, outdated technologies and warcrafts and aeroplanes that have no role nowadays. That is what we have to understand. Thank you for listening to me.